Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
Come on, buddy.
This is the Rehearsal, Season 2, Episode 3. It's the pilot's code, Brian. Make sure you like and subscribe to everyone here, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all of your rehearsal coverage, all of your reality TV coverage, whether you're Netflix, HBO, you name it, we cover it. Brian, this was like a rehearsal episode. This is like what I was waiting for.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to spend our whole time with Monique and Bogdan and the clone dogs. And I was like, you know what? Clone dogs, pretty good. It's a pretty good episode. I can deal with the clone dogs. And bro, we went from clone dogs to an idea about doing Sully Sullenberger to man baby. And Brian, like, what did we just watch?
So clone dogs in the beginning, man, I was like, oh God, I don't know if I can do 40 minutes, 35 minutes of clone dogs. But yeah, it got really weird really quickly. And have you seen a stranger moment in TV and then him being breastfed by like a
I took a
paper mache
picture of it.
like giant?
I took a picture of it if Twitter doesn't have my back. Like I will go back and take photos of all of these things because that visual, I actually it's funny and I didn't get I should have set up a candid camera, but I had to go up. My baby started crying, right? So I was literally at the breastfeeding spot. So I paused it right at the moment he's like
Yeah, oh yeah.
choking, and I left it there for my wife to walk into the room to find just left of it. That is I don't know if I posted this and we just got flagged and we're like now like on like a blacklist on YouTube. But like Brian, I was cackling out. It's so ridiculous. There's nothing
Yeah.
that's gonna learn anything from that. Like that's where the comedy comes in.
Yeah, that's it was it was so weird. It was so weird. Like him just being also naked, it was just that was the weirdest like 5 minutes I think of TV that we're probably gonna see this year.
I literally wrote down here like when we do our year end like awards, like if we do craziest moment, weirdest moment, like this may take the cake. Like I don't know if we're gonna get
Yeah,
physically something like that.
I don't think so either, unless he outdoes himself later in the season. But I don't think so.
I'm making sure we share the like a clip of that on socials, Brian, because a lot of people don't watch this show. People need to understand what this guy does.
It's crazy. I don't think it'll get flagged, dude. I see like breastfeeding stuff sometimes on Instagram, like weirdly enough, and
We say see way worse than that on Twitter. So,
yeah. But I mean, like I'm talking like full on boob on Instagram, and it doesn't get flagged. It's weird. But
um, before we fully go into Captain Sully, because we know we start with the clone dogs, Brian, I need to mention the San Jose Air.
yeah, no, that was funny. The parts of
Say it
that
in
were
their face.
funny. I just, you know how I feel about people, like, you know how I feel about dogs, and
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's not even dogs, it's just pets, like the obsession of pets. And I was just like, that's why I was like, I can't do this for 35 minutes. And the thing that with the air, that was just funny. Like, just a dude, like, sucking in air.
The idea it only took them like 2 days of observations for them to realize that there's the sadness of that. Like he never wanted to have kids and she wanted to have kids. And I'm like, oh man, this is going to go there, right? And then it just completely takes a left turn to like, no, I am gonna cosplay Sully Sullenberger for the 20 minutes of this episode. And Brian, they did like again, not just for baby, but there was childhood, dating, early career, the iPod segment, Brian,
That's funny.
the iPod segment.
That was really funny.
Now, I don't know. I'm frankly, I'm not gonna go and look this up to see it all, but the idea that Evanescence may have been playing in Sully's ear while landing, again, a laugh out loud moment because I knew where it was going. Like you knew where that was going, right? And it
Mm.
was, but even when something's funny, it doesn't matter if you know where it's going. I laughed. I was laughing out loud, and I was like, "This, I needed this. I'm glad that I recorded this on Monday because God forbid they could put it on any decent day and hour, Sunday at 10:30
Yeah,
p.m.
it's such a brutal time. It's such
Brutal.
a brutal
We want to
time.
review at night of, right? It's one of the shows I would want to review night of, like have some beers and watch the show, but everyone we got
Yeah.
jobs.
I'm hoping maybe next season it gets like I mean, God, remember how terrible the time slot was for like MILF Manor 10 to 11 and like 10:30 is brutal.
On
We
a
don't even like
Sunday.
consider watching it live.
it's like even if you like wanted to like, it's like even if you were like, all right, I'm up. You're probably if you're gonna be watching TV at 10 o'clock on a Sunday, you're probably watching HBO, right? Like actual HBO. You're probably watching like Last of Us. You're probably not watching, or if you are up, you are just probably watched it. You're not gonna be invested in something else.
Yeah, no, no, it's late. Yeah, it's late.
Um, a shout out. We still got Jeff. He made sure to make it. No T girls, Brian. Just make sure that Jeff got
Well,
his.
cool, dude, that makes a little more sense why like he
He
would
got
they didn't
tricked.
mention that last week. He's just like,
Yeah,
I've gotten banned. Like, okay, well, what did you do? I thought you were just like a pervert in the messages, but I mean,
no, it just turns out he's gotten tricked too many times.
yeah.
Tricked, Brian.
I still think he's an actor, full blown actor.
Yeah, but it's still a funny
That's
character.
very funny.
Um, I don't know how we can talk about this. Yeah. So he how do I say this, Brian? He jerked off in the plane with the robot.
I knew that was where I was going as soon as that was funny. That was really funny. That might have been one of my favorite scenes of the episode. Just like the subtleness of it, like how he had it. I don't want to get in trouble, but I was like, oh,
It's the voiceover where he said
yeah.
like I have to get everyone leaves so there's no legality issues for what I'm about to do. And I'm like,
Mm.
is he about to bang the robot?
Yeah, that was good stuff. That's the kind of TV that makes me laugh right there.
Yeah, Brian, it all comes down to the pilot's code. This whole episode came down to nature versus nurture. I mean, he went a real wide away way of making sure we understood what he was getting, but nature versus nurture, again, a very reality based question. I still don't think he even thinks he's going to solve a goddamn thing about pilot communication. But I do think he's shining good light on it. I do think it's an interesting, worthwhile topic. It was exactly what we asked for last week, Brian. We want the seriousness of it a little bit. We'll learn something, but I need humor. And thank God we got the humor this week.
Right. And I was thinking also the entire time near the end of it is like, do you think that Sully, like he had a movie with Tom Hanks made about him where it makes him look really good, and then they have this, like the 180. Do you think he's gonna get like some legal stuff for this? For this? He's like using his book. He's using his book against.
I I don't think legally he's really technically doing anything wrong.
I
He's
know, but like I
It's
guess he wants to
weird.
play
I'm sure
defamation.
we noticed how we didn't get Sully on this episode, so they probably asked. He probably was like, "Nah, yeah."
It'd be really funny if you got a guy like pretending to be Tom Hanks as Sully. I went and actually listened to because I haven't listened to "Soak Up the Sun" and the Evanescence song in a long time, and the comments section I've sorted by new. There were some comments on there about came here for the rehearsal
Dude,
and like
I was
couple
about to
pilots
literally start
code.
singing. I'm gonna soak up the
Yeah,
sun. It was the next thing I
a
had on.
couple of pilots codes also in the comments that made me laugh. I liked all of them.
I'm gonna soak up the sun. Yeah, I love it. Another great scene I don't want to skip out on. Actually, we keep saying this, Brian, but I think yeah, see my react. This actually might be my favorite scene.
I hope I
He's old man Sully. And like he's having the montage of his life.
uh,
His life is Sully, right? It's like the jogging
yeah.
montage. And he's having his flashback of how long could have been impersonating him, like a couple of days. And I don't know why it just makes me laugh so much. It's just so corny. So good.
How about also the I love this dad on stilts and like the family photo of like the dad on the stilts.
The extras all in
No,
black.
that was funny too, but like I thought the dad on the stilts was really funny. Like when they're like, "Oh, your dad passed away," and then they just show a picture of the dad on stilts.
It was good. Yeah, no, it was very good, and I was very appreciative of it. I was not looking forward to having to try to have like a blah review of this episode. So thank you, Nathan. Thank you,
Yeah,
Rehearsal.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
anything else on our way out, Bry?
Do you think it's 6 or 8 episodes? Do we know?
I don't.
'Cause if it's
I
six,
mean,
man, we're like halfway done.
I I could see. I don't see how we're gonna get more episodes in the first season. I don't. I just feel like this is like that's like the type of show this is.
They
So
also just can't throw us an hour.
No, I know, Brian.
This
Listen,
is crazy.
I
Like
am
30
just
minutes.
trying to enjoy it while I can. We got a good episode. I am hoping this continues strong throughout the next three, and we can have an overall positive experience. Be glad that we had it, and go from there. Um, Plenty of other stuff coming up this week. We do have another cast interview scheduled for Million Dollar Secret. Check that out. That's tentative. But if not, you go back and check out all the other ones we've done so far. We almost have all the cast members. That's Netflix's newest reality TV show. We also have plenty of stuff coming up this week. Also, tomorrow night will be I think it's episode four of The Valley,
Yeah.
season two.
Mm.
Jax is still in rehab. Jesse, Michelle still hate each other. Looks like there's going to be some fighting with Brittany involved tomorrow, too. So if you're a Vanderpump fan or Valley fan, check us out there. Then we are going to roll into Survivor and CBS Wednesdays with the Amazing Race 38, Survivor 48. The seasons are coming down to the nitty gritty. Also, shows like Farmer Wants a Wife. Brian's covering Love and Hip Hop. What else have I
Both
missed?
done. They both finished last week, which
Oh,
is
perfect. So Brian was covering Love and Hip
I
Hop.
was doing
Now
that.
those are done.
Freedom.
What else do we got going on?
I'm gonna check out this cheater show on Netflix. I'm gonna see what that's all about.
Okay.
Um, and I think we just have some stuff I think coming up soon. Like there's like some X show on NBC with like Janae from Love Island and our boy Josh Martinez.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
another, it kind of reminds me of like it looks like a little bit kind of like of the Million Dollar Secret type of things like that. But I think it's on NBC or something like that. I mean, that would be a show that I think we will check out at some point, end of May. But we have some stuff. I mean, I just don't really know exactly off the top of my head.
So we're still covering Summer House.
Oh,
Summer
Summer House.
House. We're
Sneaky, probably one of my favorites.
almost finished with that season. We'll be getting into the reunion. From there, Bachelor in Paradise coming back up soon
Hmm.
here in the end of May, early June. I think besides that, Brian, yeah, besides that, the only new show on our docket we didn't cover before that I'm going to start covering in 10 days, Mormon Wives,
Ooh,
season two.
yo, is it Vanderpump Villa reunion tomorrow?
Vanderpump Villa reunion.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, dude. I'm actually
That'll
excited
be
about
good as
that.
well. We covered the whole season and we will have an interview in about 15 days or so
Oh,
with a cast member from season one.
that's right.
I hope he just burns down the villa. Like
I forgot about
that's got to be like an 11 p.m. start, Brian. Got to be like six
oh,
pumpkin.
like right when it ends at like 12:01.
Like yeah, like
Whatever
free agency.
I don't even know what the word is, but I completely forgot about that. But that's
Okay, that's
funny. I
he
think it's the
he didn't
sixth.
forget. He messaged me a second time, like
Okay.
being
Yeah.
like
Well,
still
I
interested.
mean,
I'm like, oh
nice.
yeah, I want to know.
I think it's the sixth. I think it's the sixth. Like, it's. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I know it's coming up.
Yep. So plenty of stuff, everybody. Check us out on TikTok, follow on Instagram, Twitter. Make sure you're hitting the notification bell here, comment. We appreciate it. But until next time, for myself and Brian, thank you so much for watching. Peace.